This is what happened last week. We are getting hammered with rain.
And lightning.
And lightning, yeah, we're getting pretty nervous now, but there's pretty much nothing we can do. We kind of just have to ride it out. No matter which way we turn, we're gonna be stuck in it. So we're just hoping it passes quickly and we don't get f***ing struck by lightning. Oh my God, babe. So we've made the decision to turn around and go back to Flores. Our friends are turning in there and we're all just, yeah, copping lightning and rain all around us. It's getting pretty scary. I'm Janae and this is Jason. We've embarked on the adventure of a lifetime. We're two ocean-loving Aussies travelling the world by sailboat and making movies along the way. Tune in every week for new episodes. Enjoy and don't forget to subscribe. Why don't you tell us what the plan is today?
Plan today is to hopefully do an overnight passage for the first time.
Oh God, I don't know why you keep saying that. Let's not commit to it.
Yeah, we won't commit to it, but
every time we commit to it, it doesn't happen because the weather gets crazy and we know it could be crazy today.
We know it's gonna get crazy today. We're sailing upwind, so we're just literally gonna be tacking. And we've got 24 hours ahead of us of that. The wind is supposed to pick up, it's gusting 35. So that's over 40 knots on the nose if you're going 5 knots, 6 knots. It's very uncomfortable, so we'll see how long we can endure it for. But yeah, we're literally just gonna sail with a third reef in the main and just a blanket full of genoa, just to be safe. I'd rather be safe and comfortable than smash it and be uncomfortable and just getting smashed. But yeah, who knows, we'll still probably be getting smashed either way. So we have extremely light winds in the bay at the moment, so we'll just sail straight off anchor, which is becoming our new favourite thing to do. It's an awesome feeling, not having to turn the engine on at all.
If conditions start to get a little rough or we're upwind sailing, we usually bring the paddleboard inside from the racks just to be safe.
Stuck in the dark, make a time for everything you said. Promise don't let go of my hand. Stand in line, stay inside, it's all the same.
Here you can see us tacking. We sometimes play around with different roles instead of always doing the same thing. Usually I release the jib sheet when tacking and then Jason pulls the jib sheet to the other side as he's stronger and can get the job done faster while I steer us back into position. But here you can see I have a quick go.
In the radio's playing West End girls, and we're driving slow down this dead end road. Don't let go of my hand, don't let go of my. We got caught, stuck in the car. Watch the moon the whole way driving up the hill around the reservoir. Stuck in the dark.
When you're bloody sailing along and the freaking compass comes off. It's just taped at the bottom here and it's been playing up, so don't try and fix it. Not ideal.
Especially when it's blowing 22 knots stroke.
Yeah. Woo! we have turned around again, guys. Our friends are like an hour or two ahead of us. They just got some good speed and they just rang us and said they're getting 35 knots, bashing into swell. They've got a dog on board and the dog's like vomiting and whatever. So they've decided to turn around and we're just gonna wait it out in Vlora where we were. So we've decided to do the same. I'm not dealing with that all day, it's horrible. We were getting about 25 knots and we weren't bashing into the swell, but we were kind of going side on and it was pushing us all over the place and spraying up everywhere. Yeah, it's not so bad if it's just for a couple of hours, but when you know you've got such a long journey ahead, it's just exhausting and it gets pretty scary. Like I get scared, Jason's okay. So yeah, a couple of hours back in and we'll have to ring the harbour master again on the VHF. Yeah, hold out for a couple of days.
Are you far away?
It's pretty nice turning around. We're now sailing downwind in about 20 knots. Doing over 6.5 knots, and when the swell takes us we get over 7. If only the whole sail was like this. It just sucks, like the Albanian coastline is just not ideal because we can make, you know, like a few hours time going north, but if the weather gets shit there's like nowhere to turn in kind of on your way up, so you either have to turn around or endure it for like 8 hours. So yeah, unfortunately we haven't really been at places before where there was like pretty much nowhere to anchor that was protected. So yeah, that's the whole reason for us having to turn around instead of just, you know, going on for another hour and trying to find somewhere on the way. So yeah, I just hope that we might have to wait out for like a few days now for it to pass, maybe until, I think it's Saturday now, maybe until Wednesday or something like that, but we'll keep a check on it and yeah, see how we go. So fingers crossed when we do get to go, we just get a nice sail. We relax there, hun? Jason?
What's that, Captain?
You're enjoying your downwind sail now?
Yeah, this is beautiful. It's like rocking me to sleep. We're never gonna say we're doing a night sail ever again because it won't happen. But yeah, no, this wind is just way too full on. It's just nuts. We've got, it's sustained 20 to 25 behind us now, which is nice. If it was like this, we'd be able to go the whole way.
Yeah, it's just that angle.
Yeah, it was just pretty uncomfortable.
Well, and then our friends are getting 35.
Yeah, they were getting 35 out there. They were a little bit in front of us for once. I'm glad they were too.
That's the good part about being behind, because you get their heads up from them.
Yeah, get the heads up. Okay, so I've been told to come over to Liquid for Life and bring a filleting knife. I'm not sure if they're going to kill me or they've caught a fish. Now, I know they've caught a fish. Poor Janae's sick. She's sick as a biscuit.
Biscuits aren't sick.
Yeah, they're like fully sick, bro.
No.
No. Well, I hope you get better soon. I'm just going to bring some beers with me and I'll be back at like 12 o'clock.
Okay, make pasta for one then.
Oh.
And watch TV shows.
Oh.
My lonesome.
No, I won't do that. I wouldn't do that to you, darling.
You can do what you want.
So yeah, I've been told to bring some beers. Beers, which are $1.80 for a litre and a half of beer here, Australian. So what's that, like $1.50 US. Filleting knife. And coming over. So yeah, should be good. I'm excited to see this fish. How's the gust on it?
Got 35 on the way in.
Nuts, eh?
Way too much.
That was an unreal throw, dude. Hey! Holy shit, that thing's huge! Holy shit, dude. Look at him. That is unreal.
Neither of the boys had filleted a tuna this big before, so it took a bit of playing around and watching YouTube tutorials to figure it out. But you gotta start somewhere, and practice makes perfect. After a few days of being stuck on the boat, we took the best weather window we could and left at 4:30 AM for round 3 of our passage to Montenegro.
So we're just sailing out in the middle of the Adriatic Sea, Adriatic. Just going for a casual sail. We're not doing too much really. I'm not going to say we plan to go to Montenegro because we're not. We're just sailing out to the Adriatic. Because if we plan things, it doesn't go to plan. So hopefully we catch a fish out here or something, and then we'll just sail back in.
Today looks pretty promising though. It's been pretty nice so far.
We got some nice swell.
We've had like 10 to 15 knots of wind. The swell's kind of big, but it's nice and smooth between. Sailing alongside our buddy boat, so sticking together. And my cold's getting better.
Yay,
I just need not to talk.
We actually had to say no, well, postpone a podcast because of Janae's voice. She'll be the one talking the whole time.
Anyway, hopefully by the time we get to Montenegro, I'll be feeling tip-top and ready for a celebration drink in a new country.
Yay. I'm going to show everyone actually something pretty cool. So, you can download your predict wind files, so your weather routing app from Predict Wind into Navionics.
Can't see it because of the sun.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that gives you the ECMFW, which is what we picked, which is the most predictable around here, which has been pretty accurate so far. So we're basically just following our tack line. So we're going upwind the whole time. So yeah, we'll be tacking quite a bit, but yeah, we're basically following the predict wind line. I might go a little bit further than it.
And we haven't had to tack yet either, so we've come out.
Yeah, we're nearly in Italy. We're probably like 10 hours away from Italy, not even 8.
And then we're gonna tack back in and go just hopefully one line all the way into Montenegro.
Yeah, fingers crossed. I don't think it will be.
We shall see.
But it's been nice so far.
Yeah, it's just started picking up.
We've been tagging along with our friends, and we've literally been on par with each other for the last...
Stuck together the whole time.
What, 6 hours?
Only a couple of 100 meters away. Looks like they're a lot further on the camera. Yeah, since 4:30 this morning, and it's now 12:30 almost.
Yeah, long time.
Yeah.
It's good. We got the exact same boat, so we should be going the exact same speed, roughly.
After this briefing, we're getting about 16, 17 knots of wind now that we've turned. It feels pretty full on. So we reefed the Genoa and they're reefing their main. So I'm not actually sure how fast we're going at the moment because our chart plotter is not reading. Something's wrong with it, but I'd say we're doing 6.5 knots. So yeah, it's pretty good. Looks like we're doing our first night passage.
First night passage there, been darling. We're about 30 hours in. Yeah?
It's okay now. But it's a bit of an epic fail. We made it. But we didn't really organise ourselves properly for it. I think because it had been so many times that we tried to do it, kind of just half thought it wasn't going to happen. And because I've been sick for a few days, we didn't really have...
We're heeled over quite a bit now.
Oh my god. Nice. Please breathe.
It's going everywhere.
Please breathe. Please breathe.
Sorry about the interruption there, ladies and gents. We just had to put a reef in.
Yeah. It's been hectic around here. I think it's from all the mountains.
Yeah, baby.
It ended up taking around 34 hours to complete our passage. Due to a few unforecast storm cells that night, we had to sail in the complete wrong direction to avoid being caught up in them, which in turn added on several hours to our passage.
The words you sang to me are mine.
Oh man, did it feel great to drop that anchor. Our friends arrived a few hours later and we had a little afternoon drink to celebrate our arrival into Montenegro.
I saw it in a dream. The spaces in between. Our silhouettes forever travel further side by side. What's mine is yours and yours is mine.
Good morning. It's our first full day in Montenegro today. So we didn't end up filming much yesterday. We were so exhausted by the time we got here. But check-in went really well. They were super friendly and just like really chill. So that was really quick and easy. We had to pay a vignette, so like a cruising tax. That was €75 for a month. We'll only be here for 2 weeks, but unfortunately we had to pay for a whole month. And our friends got here like a few hours after us, so we had a celebration drink, went out and grabbed something to eat, and then came back and got a good night's rest. So we're feeling a little bit better today. So now we're just gonna go and sort our SIM cards out, get a few groceries, and then decide what we're doing over the 2 weeks we're here. So I've still got a bit of a funny voice, but I'm definitely starting to feel better. But we were talking to our friends when we got here, and they also said that the night passage was pretty rough. So I'm glad it wasn't just me having a whinge. Because I literally was, not having a good time at all. And I said to Jason, I've decided I'm not doing the Atlantic crossing. This is it. I'm done. I hated it. So, I'm glad it wasn't just me whinging, and it was a bit of a shit night passage. So, yeah. we'll try again another time, and this time we'll be more organised with food and shifts for sleeping and see how we go with that. So yeah. Also, everyone seems really friendly so far. So hopefully, I'm assuming that Montenegro is a very friendly place. So should be good. All right, we are ready to go. So we're gonna go and get our SIM cards and check out the town here, which will be cool. Get a few groceries and then we can do what we want. Jason's got no coffee. That was another thing. I know you're not really supposed to have coffee on night passages, or when you're doing like maybe once for like a week where you're doing every night.
That's just some people, I think. It doesn't affect everyone.
Anyway, gotta stock up on a few things, and yeah, it's nice to feel like a human again. I feel alive. Hey?
That coffee thing hasn't affected me, but it probably will eventually.
Yeah.
Go out where we wander the depths of our dreams, where the stars shine as far as we can see, where the sun paints the sea. Ocean breeze, water.
So these submarines were made in 1821. What?
How are you gonna use that? We're back. Got a SIM card sorted. Haven't done groceries because it was way too hot. Did have a little look in some of the supermarkets. It seems pretty like a good price here. Alcohol's quite cheap. Yeah, we just had a little look around the marina, and now we're gonna go for a swim because I'm dying. Jason's just jumped in. Oh, you're in the Lilo.
Where the tide pulls our fears to the deep, where the sun paints the sea.
Ew, it's really salty. Yeah.
This is living, Barry. This is living. Why did they come up with that saying? Who's Barry?
We're going to relax at the little beach they got here.
We've had a hard day's work today. We've looked around and got some stuff.
We haven't done much, but
We've done the
did
editing.
have a few hard days, so we deserve to just chill.
Yeah, we have. We're gonna get an episode up soon.
I know.
How nuts is that?
I know. It goes so quickly
You
between.
You spend
time.
35 hours out at sea and you've basically lost 2 days. And then all the sleep you have after because you're just so tired.
That's the thing. I'm like, I don't see the point in doing an overnight sail unless you have to, because then when you get there you're so exhausted that you waste a day sleeping anyway.
Yeah.
So I think there's only any point doing it if it's like
3 or 4
you have
days.
to. Yeah.
3 or 4 days.
Yeah. Otherwise you might as well, if you can just stop somewhere for the night and then do the next like 10 hours the next day, I just think do it that way.
We couldn't really stop anywhere for the night. Not with the wind conditions though.
Yeah, we could have stopped in Duress if like we could have. It was more that like we were checked out of the country, we weren't really supposed to go anywhere else. Like that was another main port in Albania, so we're not really supposed to stop in there. But
good job we didn't, because that's where the lightning was striking.
So the next place we might have to do a couple of days is down the east coast of Italy, because there's like nowhere to stop there either.
Yeah.
Hey?
Delivery.
Oh, perfect.
And rubbish.
Yeah, okay, so Jason here. Hey, Paul.
Hey, mate.
Nothing.
Oh, all right. Good odds.
Gotcha. So what do you think of Porto Montenegro? To that?
It's quite a beautiful place. A little bit too...
Guys all right?
Yeah, a little bit of a pretty expensive place.
Pretty pretentious?
Pretty pretentious, that's a good word.
What about you, Opal? What do you thought?
I think it's nice.
You like it? You could live here?
Yeah.
Could have done the 3 months here in winter?
I think so, yeah.
What about you, hon?
Yeah. If we had money.
We ain't got to hesitate, cause baby, this our chance. Feel my heart accelerate every time I glance.
Oh, okay.
Oh, bully.